joining us on the Nikki Clarke Show. And sitting beside me is the founder of Chin Properties, Inc. Please welcome Daniel Chin to the show. Welcome back, Daniel, for the second time.
Oh, thanks for having me, Nikki. It's great.
Awesome. Yeah, you're great. Oh, I like the tie. I like everybody's coming out swagging
Well, thank
tonight.
you. You look great too, Nikki.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I've got a little African motif for Black History Month, in homage to Black History Month.
Looks great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me ask you about your background in real estate.
Right.
When did that start?
In 2012.
2012. So that was about 4 years ago.
Yes, 2012, March month. That's when it started.
And what were you doing before that?
Before I did real estate, I graduated in University of Toronto. I was doing public speaking in Toastmasters to really, for personal development. And I was teaching public speaking for little kids, grade 5s in a private school. And I was doing all of that while I was working in TD Bank as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what happened to you where you realized that real estate was where it's at for you?
Yes, around that same time, I was also building houses with Habitat for Humanity in Toronto.
Nice.
Yes. And that's where it really led into real estate with the whole passion, and became very fascinated with the building and how houses are being built. And I felt when it came to building houses, I was doing something good. And it provided a lot of roofs, places for people to live. And that was a fulfillment inside me, Nikki. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have this kind of understanding that some houses aren't built all that well, the foundation isn't all that strong? You know, getting into the whole hands-on experience?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. If you think a house is built 100% perfect, it's not built 100% perfect. But it's built such that it will stand and it will stay there for another 100 years. So the whole construction industry has changed in these times more so than how houses was built before.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
From a cost perspective.
All right.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that you faced when you're getting into the real estate industry?
Getting into it was really believing in myself, and it was a lot of skepticism. And I tell you, even myself, I was very skeptical. When I got into real estate, when I started off in real estate, there was a lot of get rich quick and all of these things out there. And I tell you, it's, well, we have to keep things with the interview. There's no get rich quick. I believe it's another way to get poor quickly. So
No one ever tells you that, though.
no, they don't. You know, the way how they sell all these seminars and workshops, it's such that you can make you feel like, oh, you can do it. I've done it. But it's not how it really is, and you have to be careful. But there are some good people who are good and really teach us about real estate investments.
Who are those people who taught you?
Well, one of them, I will tell you, in the previous show I've mentioned Harry Stinson, right? There may be mixed reviews of him in the newspaper, but being beside a real estate developer like himself, who's a very passionate man when it comes to real estate developments, I have really learned a lot of the things you don't find in a book, but you can only find through experience. And you know, that's one of the things I was fortunate to have in my life. Yeah.
Okay. He's a great mentor.
Absolutely.
He's been there, done that. He's done it for many, many years. So he has a great deal of experience. So
Absolutely.
You're lucky to have him.
Yeah.
So tell me, how do you stay current then when you're building your real estate portfolio? What should you do to stay current?
Well, you do have to pay attention to the real estate market every single day. Real estate is very local. As I keep saying, you have to know everything about your market before you invest. All of the property values, today's value, sales history, all of the comparables, how much you can get for rent, exactly who you'll be renting to and how quickly. You're putting a big chunk of money in your investment, and you got to do your homework, because it's not fun when you lose money.
No, it sure isn't.
Absolutely.
Have you lost money?
Many times.
Really?
Yes, you will make mistakes. You don't get everything 100% right the first time, and that's how you learn, and that's how you become better at investing.
Okay. Trial and error.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about renovating? What are some of the tips you would offer for renovation?
Well, when it comes to renovating investment properties, you have to renovate from the tenant's perspective. So put yourself in their shoes when they are living in that apartment. What's most important to them? And some of the things that I've found is they love having laundry, they love a big bedroom, they love plenty kitchen cabinet spaces, closet spaces in the bedroom for storage, right? That's the value, and you'll be amazed. These people, they pay more for rent, for value, for security, for safety, and for peace of mind. So you have to renovate from the tenant's perspective. The second thing is certain items you buy wholesale, do not buy retail. So buy wholesale and don't buy retail.
Okay.
So those are some of the things, and make sure you have a reserve when it comes to renovation for any contingencies, because there's always surprises what's behind those walls. So make sure you have a reserve when it comes to renovation, so you don't go over budget.
Those are good. Those are amazing nuggets for us. So what's new for you? What are your upcoming goals?
For this year, Nikki, it is really to expand my network and networking with the right people, and doing more presentations at different groups, doing more real estate trade shows. I will be speaking at Investor Forum March 5th, March 6th about renovation in the renovation panel at the International Toronto Centre. That's March 5th and March 6th this year. And also doing more TV shows.
Yes.
So thank you for for giving me this opportunity, Nikki.
I can see you with your own TV show, actually.
Really?
I'm going to put it out there. The Daniel Chin Show.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. Nikki Clarke sounds much better.
But you know what? I think people maybe are curious because they're meeting you for the first time. Where are you from?
Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're under 30.
Absolutely.
Doing what you're doing, right?
Yes.
You're, what, 26?
26.
26.
Yeah.
26. And he's so accomplished. And can you just share that story again and how you've helped your parents? You actually retired them?
Yes, my parents, when I started off, I did the first property on my own, and that was together with a joint venture partner, right? So I had to prove that it works. A lot of friends, families was very skeptical around me, and so I did the first property, spent 1 year, managed it, and learned a lot about that first rental property. And then my parents didn't have a retirement plan. And they're like, okay, well, we'll try one. And from then, that same year, in 2014, that's when I got 2 investment properties for them. And now they're confident that they can retire.
That's amazing.
Yep. Thank you. And it will all be in something that's coming up this summer, Nikki.
Yeah.
It's you will hear more about the story in a new book, Nikki's new book, Transforming Lives One Story at a Time.
So,
I'll be one of the co-authors with many amazing people, very extraordinary people, and you'll get more insight in how I overcame many of those challenges. It was really tough.
yeah, that's amazing. And I'm so excited to have you in the book and for the world to hear your story.
Thank you.
Where can people get in touch with you, Daniel, if they want to know more?
Chinproperties.com, or you can contact me at 905-537-8202.
Okay. Yeah. Daniel Chin, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back.
Yeah.